All right. Welcome to this live session with your host, Dre Day FX. So, as we do every weekdays of the week, we're doing a live session here in regards to US 30, S&P 500, and NASDAQ. And we have a few forecasts to look at. So, Euro GBP, Euro USD, and GBP USD. So let's get on to it. It's already 9:30. So, we're just going to pull up the charts and look at what we have here so far. All right, so just going to make sure that everything is set up correctly here. So Wall Street, NASDAQ. Oh, get the wrong one. So 6 here. There we go. So everything is open here. Make sure. Oh, yes, it's open right here. All right. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and share it to anyone who loves to trade the New York session. That's what we do. So let's get on to it. So let's see exactly what we have so far. So we had a few buys here on US Euro USD. That was done at 2, but now it's starting to reverse. So pretty sure this one will be invalidated here. But we'll see exactly how it goes. Let's look at the S&P 500 for a buy. We're gonna look at it a few seconds. So we have buys here on GU. Buy on GU. So and after that, well, I'll talk about a little bit about the COT in regards to the pairs that we're trading for this week. So this is US 30 since Friday. So if you're on this trade since Friday, you have two setups here that are still valid. All right. Let's look at US 30. US 30 buy since Friday is still valid. Went to TP2. Good. Let's look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ has a buy since this morning, I think, right? Yeah, since 9:30, we had a buy setup here. So if you already took that trade, that's perfect. And finally, we have ROGBP. ROGBP, we had a buy since Friday and still going up. No, that's GJ. Sorry about that. So the yen pairs are reversing right now. So if you're on any yen pairs, it's reversing. And I want to make sure that I'm on the right. I don't think I'm on the right thing here. Yeah, I'm on H1, so that's not good. And I want to make sure I don't have the right settings. All right, so I'll make the adjustments in a few seconds here on that. So let me change that real quick. Yeah, that's good. So GBP, that's what we have. I'm just gonna double check the time. Nothing in New York. That's the one last thing that was not open. There we go. All right. So that's the update so far. So we'll wait it out. So the indices are looking really good this morning. So we had the S&P 500 report buy that just came in at the start of the hour. Same thing for Nasdaq. We got two buys here, one at 8:45, another one at 9:15, 9:30, or less. So 9:15, 9:30, and US 30 is starting to go bullish here on that. GU is bullish, and we have OGVP that is doing his thing. So I guess I'm gonna eat a little bit, guys, as always. Taking my breakfast, fruit breakfast in the morning. Really important to get some food in and be hydrated. Really important. So I'll do that right now until we wait for the next signal. All right. Hey Leon, hope you have a great day. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, I was just looking at your message that you sent me in regards to your trade. So congrats on taking a trade on GBP Chef. That was this morning, right? Let me put it up so we could look at it together. Let's see. So GBP HF UBCHF one. Oh yes, nice trade. So that was the trade that triggered this morning at London. So right at London Open, there was basically two entries that you had: 245 and 230. Yeah, 245 and three, and it was a buy setup. Went to TP almost two, and then started to reverse, and then we have another bar here right now. Even though I wouldn't recommend to trade at New York, like I said, I would only focus on London for G Chef. So let's remove that. Yep. And yeah, that was a pretty good trade here. We had a buy here on Thursday. Did the move on Friday. So depending exactly on your risk, you would still be in that trade, even though I put my stop loss here. Depending exactly on your risk tolerance, you would be in that trade here in profit. But that was the best move here on GChef because British pound is stronger than GChef this week, right? Depending regards to COT. Yep, according to signal and my analysis. Okay, got it. Yep. So you had the British pound big mover, right, for this week. I only did the COT for only three currencies: British pound, Euro, and US, because I'm only trading those three. Because I'm trading Euro USD, GP USD, and Euro GBP. So based on my analysis, I had the British pound that was the biggest mover, and then secondly the euro, and thirdly the US. US was not moving at all, so uh, that's why this week should be a good bullish movement here after a sell off on Euro USD and GBP USD. But congrats on your trade. Just send you some fire emoji on your screenshots. So that's great. So as you saw, when you add COT on top of yeah, odd also being over. Yeah, okay, that's great. I do not trade odd, but it makes sense to trade to take odds too. So odd USD will be a good pair to trade on based off of the COT details. But like I was saying, when you add the COT with the indicator, it's very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. So as long as you trade within the sessions and you stick with the big movers, and when the signal is going in the same direction that you're thinking it's going to go, you're good. You are good. So hopefully you're gonna have some more setups like this week. So just pull up all of the pairs that are in conjunction with your COT, and you will be good to go. Good to go. So let me close that and open this. All right. So we have 6,500 for buy since the start of the market open, and with the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, we had the 2 buy setups at 8:45 at is it 8:45? Yeah, 8:45 and 9:30. So 8:45 and 9:30, you had a buy setup. Right now, it's going to TP2. Next up is TP3. It should be a good moving in the upside here for the indices today and during the week. But like I said, it may start to go up and then start to reverse going down. So we'll look and see how it goes. That's Euro USD. I cannot find DAX 30 on COT. Yeah, DAX is not on COT. That's the only indices that you don't see on COT. The reason why, I don't know. It's been years and years that I want to know exactly data on the German 30 or German 40. So the only option that you have to have some kind of clarification on where the DAX 30 is going is to look at the euro currency. All right, so euro currency. So let's look at the DAX and see. So that's euro GBP, right? So let's look at DAX. So DAX. So indices. Let's look at the DAX euro 30. Yep. So DAX more or less is moving. The data you would have to look at will be the euro, or I think the UK has the same. No, disregard that. Usually, I take my decision off of for DAX off of the euro. That's the only way to have like some type of information of where the market is going. And basically, you could compare like other indices here in Europe to see exactly which one is moving more or less the same as DAX. But as you can see, if you look at the Netherlands or what else? So you have Netherlands, you have uh, the one that I just Switzerland. You see, they're doing the same type of move. So for DAX, if we pull up DAX, I'm expecting to have maybe the same move as the Switzerland or Netherlands. Okay, so fortunately, there's not a lot of data for DAX, and if you had COT with DAX, that would be game over because you would know exactly when it's bullish or not, or when it's bearish or not. So I'm just gonna pull up again Switzerland to see exactly if we had the same move, more or less. Yeah, it's still going up. So basically, that's the move from Friday the 8th. Let's look at to see exactly on the 8th. We had something. Yeah, you see, it did the same move as the Swiss. So that's that. So I'm just looking at the Swiss, and it did the same move on Friday. So it was bullish, bullish. It was doing the same thing. So more or less, they're moving the same way. So if that's the case, I would expect to go that DAX goes in the upside and see how it goes. So I repeat. So just focus on for DAX. Is anything that is it's all included in the euro, right? So euro, um, Swiss. If you're looking only for specifically for indices, it'll be Swiss, Netherlands, even Spain. I think will be the same. Yeah, exactly. Because like DAX or the CH20. Yeah, CH20 is Switzerland. It's moving right now. The reason why is that the Swiss franc is more or less traded in New York too. Um, so you're gonna have some movement here at New York. You see, at 8:30 Friday, you had a big move up. The reason why it's moving a lot is because most of the hedge funds or the big capitalists are putting their money in the Swiss, right, in the Swiss franc. So they're buying gold, they're buying a few companies here there, and this is where they're putting their all of their assets or their money in banks, right? So that's why it's gonna move a lot. There's a lot of money in Swiss because of where the people are putting their money there. So that's why you're gonna have some big movements there. Uh, yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go back on GBP. All right. All right. So far we had Nasdaq almost did touch TP2. All right. Is there any other pairs you want me to look at? Or any other questions? I have UK 100. Please check. Okay. What about UK 100? What about UK 100? Yeah, it's moving good right now, but I'll only be focused on trading UK 100 in the UK time frame. So that will be London. So London will be the best time to trade the UK 100 and at New York. So UK 100 and New York. So London session, New York session only. You'll see. Last Thursday you had the New York session. Give you a buy. It did hit TP3 at if you hold on to that trade until Friday. Hit TP3. Same thing for the two of them on Thursday. Sorry, on Friday. You had three setups here for buys. All of them hit TP. One of them hit TP3. The other one hit TP2. And the current one on Friday hit TP2. So yeah, now it's pushing up. So, but UK 100 is what? It's British pound, right? So it'll give you an idea of what you need to focus on. So if you think that the British pound is a big mover or it's bullish for the week, you could focus on looking at trading UK 100. Looking for sell, you can there's a sell signal on H1. Got it. Okay, great. Great. So you say on H1 there's a sell. Still loading here. There we go. Yeah, we're at the sell. If you took that sell here at London, that was the best time to take it. Like you would be already at TP3 out of the trade. So on Friday you had the two buys here. So off of that 1 hour, the 50 minutes, there was a few buys entry. But for the sell, if you took it at London, that was the best time to take the sell. You'll be out of the trade after like 4 hours. You'll be done. All right. So let's go back to our current market condition. So NASDAQ, if you took that trade at New York Open 9:30, or even a few minutes before at 8:45, you are in good profit here. It's reaching TP2 right now. So I'm expecting to have the price going a little bit higher here. So let's wait and see. US 30, SSP 500, sorry. We had a buy at market open, 9:30. Still pushing right now. Nothing at on US 30. Euro USD, we had a few sell setup, a few buy setups here at around 4 or 5 in the morning. Currently still ranging, so we'll wait and see. Same thing for GU. We had a few buys and entries here, but still waiting for the actual move. All right, so make sure to click the like button, guys. I want to make sure that I'm pushed in the algorithm of YouTube. So there's really no chart at all for this session. So I'm the only one that give you some data and some setups like this at any cost. So we're here for an hour and a half. So from 9:30 until 11. So we'll still have less than an hour left for this session. And this session is really for you guys. And so we could look at any pairs that you want and see exactly what opportunities that we have. That's yeah, DXY is ranging today. Yeah, that's CPI tomorrow. There's going to be like a few movement here on DXY, but But the XY will be based on COT. You could expect to have some negative news on CPI, anything like that for this week. So I would trade anything against the US and go bullish off of the US market. So that means that if you're trading GU or USD, I would buy those two currencies for the rest of the week. That's only based off of COT. So, but I would trade. I would sell. Basically, I would sell the dollar for the week. So that means that if I'm trading Euro USD JPY, for example, I would sell Euro JPY. Same thing for USD CAD. Depending exactly on the CAD news, I would expect to have the price going a little bit down this week for on the US against CAD. So odd USD will be bullish. So it's the opposite of the US against anything else. So you get the point. So that's why when you focus on COT and you know exactly which pair to look at, and you're expecting to have a move in one direction, you just have to trade the opposite direction of the opposite type of currencies. So that way you're able to win in both directions. right. So let's go back and see how everything goes on NASDAQ. Like I said, NASDAQ right now is at TP2 off of the first signal that was at 845. And same at the 930 signal. Sorry, at TP2 too. But so far, nothing. Yeah, SSP 500, we had the buy still running. And this, we had the UK. So I'm just going to switch it up here and put it back to our main currency. All right, so 15. All right. All right. So really nothing to talk about right now. Let's look at the yen pair. So let's I'm just gonna pull this out here and look at GJ. So GJ, we had a buy 2:30 this morning, almost hit TP2, almost hit TP3. Sorry. Like I said, the British pound was stronger this week, so I'm expecting a big move going up. That's exactly what it did. Let's look at Euro JPY. Same thing. This is hit TP1. But your entry was right here. So it was at the end of the candle. So hit TP1, started to reverse. Let's look at CAD JPY. CAD JPY is moving since 9:45, we had a buy signal on CAD JPY. So good time to trade the CAD JPY because you're trading the yen in Asian session and New York session because you're trading against the CAD, right? Same principle. So it makes sense to trade it in that session. So this it's going up right now. If you took that trade at London, it was good too. But like I said, I would only trade it at the Asian and New York for CAD. So boom, at Asian, you did receive a buy setup here at 10 10:45. Yeah, 10:45 p.m. my time, and it did hit TP3. It would be already at TP 5 or 6 right now if you took that trade at Asian. So you see the big difference of trading within the right session. So if you only trade like CAD JPY at London, you would miss a lot of move. You see? So yes, you did receive like 3 buys in the same direction, but the best buy to take was this one and this current one. So this one, if you only traded within that session, you would have missed that move here because this is the impulsion off of this entry. GBP is big mover this week. Yeah, British pound is big mover exactly. According to futures, bias should be bearish. History was bearish. Yeah, I don't, like I said, Leon, I don't trade the bias. I just trade exactly what the market is giving me. So if I know that the big mover is British pound, I'm focusing on British pound, and I take the move based off of what the market is giving me. That's pretty much it. So I'm not bias chasing, like we say. So I only trade like I'm just gonna focus on opening my British pound pairs for the week. So I'm pulling all of them, and then I eliminate the ones that like it's let's say you're trading against another big mover, it wouldn't make sense to take that. So I would only trade the British pound against a currency that is weaker, really weaker. It's not moving a lot. So that way I know that's going to be a big movement in that pair. For example, GBP USD, I'm expecting to have a big move off of that pair because the US is not going to move a lot. If you look at the COT, it's not going to move a lot compared to the British pound. So you already have the numbers here in regards to the COT, the difference. So if you compare it to the US, I think it was maybe 2,000 in the movement, more or less, even less than that. I didn't look at it that far because right now, before I was putting the COT manually, but now I'm just looking at the numbers, and I know, but in my head, I know exactly which one to look at. So I don't need to do like the tedious work that I did for the last, I would say, the last 5 years. So I was writing down all of the COT for every week, and like all the 26 pairs, the major ones, the 26 pairs, not the exotic ones, but the major ones. I was doing all of them, and then I had the bias on top of it. So it would take me at least maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours just to do that every week. But by doing it every single week, you notice a pattern, and you notice that, okay, if one currency is doing a big move this week, 99% of the time, this currency will give you more pips for that week. So, yeah, the XI 1,269. Exactly. So it's not, not a big mover. Exactly. So that's why I would I would focus on trading anything against the US this week, and you should expect a lot of good setups here overall. So Euro USD and GBP USD, since I'm trading those two, those are my main focus ones. Those will be the ones that I would look at to have some big movement here. And on top of that, since there's news for the US, that will be uh, a good time to have the market to move. So it'll be basically an incentive of going in one direction or the other. So based off of the if I'm only looking for three currencies. So the British pound, the euro, and the US. All right. So based off of the COT, the number one currency will be British pound. The second one will be euro, and the last one will be US. And the US was less than 2,000, so 1,200 something, like Leon said. So, but the British pound, it was over 20,000. So, all right, great, thanks. Yeah, but like I said, Leon, just make sure to focus on a few pairs, like the pairs that you like, and just focus on them and just trade off of them. And based off of your lifestyle, that means that when you get up and when you're looking to trade, that will be the best pairs to trade against your lifestyle. So don't need to trade all of the pairs. So that's pretty much it. So GP cats, sell signal. Okay, so let's look at GP cat. GBP cat. Yeah, so you have a sell signal here. So let's look at just gonna see where the market went before. So those are the lowest points that the market went. So it may start to go in that direction. And as you can see, it just gonna minimize that. So this is the current setup here, and it's following previous market structure. So so we're expecting to have a sell off here of GCAD. But it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be that much, but you have to double check to see exactly if the CAD was a big mover too for this week. If not, we're expecting to have a reversal going up. So that's another thing that you need to look at is when when you get a signal, would it make sense to take it? Not all of the signals are good, but it has to make sense based off of your analysis. So always trade with your analysis. But yeah, we have a GCAD sell right now. So take it at your own discretion. But the best trade was on Friday. So all of the Friday moves at London were the best moves to take before NFP. So it give you the move before the NFP news event. All right. Let's look. I'm just gonna look at Euro. Even though I'm not trading that pair, I'm just gonna look to see exactly what it did. Yeah, not a lot of. Don't let. I don't. That's why I don't like Euro odd. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving sideways most of the time. It's not gonna give you some good profit overall. So I avoid trading Euro odd. All right. Anything else? Let's look at GP and ZD. GP and ZD is more or less good. So yeah. So this morning we had buys. So you had two buys. You had one at the London Open, another one near the end of London. So it's pretty good. And then you had another one at 8, but that was not a good setup. So if you go on the 1 hour, that was the only setup that you had. It was at through 2. Yeah. Sorry, at 2? 2. Yeah, exactly. 2. That was the setup. It would enter you at the end of that candle, and you have taken those pips here right here. Yeah, CAD 4,200 and okay, so it's a big mover, yeah. But compared to the British pound is a way big mover than CAD. So I would say to trade like CAD JPY, CAD CHF, that would be those two. So CAD JPY, CAD CHF will be a good pair to trade off of for this week, unless the yen is a big mover, but I doubt it. You can double check that, Leon. But yeah, if you're trading CAD, just trade CAD and CAD JPY and CAD CHF. But I would like really, it's really best if you're trading like the British pound. It's really best to trade the British pound against another currency that is not moving at all. So for this week, it's the USD. So it's a perfect tandem here to trade off. So GU Euro USD, like I said, are the ones that I would focus on this week, and Euro GBP should be selling if you're trading against, because the British pound is stronger than the euro for this week. But there may be a small pullback, but that's my analysis here off of that, and that's only off of COT, like I said. So that's why I focus on highly look at the COT before getting any technical analysis here done. And personally, I do not do any technical analysis. I know exactly what to look at, but I do not put like lines and anything like that. I don't have time for that. I'm just trading. That's why I created this indicator here, because it's trading off of what I'm looking for in movement in the lower time frame. And if I'm trading with the trend, that'll be where I would go and take some positions here. So 1036. So far, we didn't have any other setups here other than the S&P 500 and Nasdaq setups that triggered at 9:30. But other than that, we have nothing else to look at. As you see, you had a sell set up here at 9, but it's starting to reverse. So that's why I'm not. If you're trading DAX 30, make sure to trade it only at Asian and London. Those are the best setups here to trade the DAX. Like this one on Friday went to TP4 basically. So, and DAX you usually have to get in and get out. Like when you see a reversal pattern, you just have to get out. All right. Yes. Yeah. All right. Perfect. So let's go back to Euro GBP. Let's close this out. So let's look at Euro USD. Right now, Euro so it may start to go down here. So as long as I don't see the bearish Renko, would it will still be on that buy, but depending exactly on your risk tolerance, if you want to get out of that trade, if you're in that trade, you do whatever you like. Just want to make sure that you do secure your account, so that way you're able to trade another day. Same thing for GU. There was good setups here at 2 o'clock. So at 2, there was a few buys here that came in. And a few buys that came in afterwards here. All right. So yeah, this is my automation here. So GU sell. So there's another setup that I have in the background. But yeah, so we're expecting to have yeah, perfect. So let's look at the US 30 still looking bullish here. And remember, only Monday, so and we're gonna have some CPI news tomorrow. So expect some movement here by tomorrow, or even at Asian tonight. So you'll check it out. All right. So any other questions, guys? It's 10:43. So if there's no other questions, we're gonna close it out a little bit earlier today, guys, because there's all of the moves that were supposed to be done are been done already. So we'll close it out a little bit earlier today. All right. All right. So, any other questions, guys? If not, we're gonna close it out right now. So we'll close it out in about less than 4 minutes. So once again, we had the NASDAQ S&P 500 for buys at 9:30. Nothing on US 30. For the Euro GBP, we had a buy. We had a buy here at on Sunday open, but it did reverse afterwards. And we had a few buys here on your USD and GBP/USD at London, but it's starting to reverse here. So SSP is hitting TP1 right now. So if you took that trade, you are in the green. So everything is moving smoothly here. Even US 30, NASDAQ, same, moving along. So pretty good trade so far. All right, guys. So we'll close it out right now. And we'll reconvene tomorrow, same time. We have CPI tomorrow, so we'll see exactly how everything goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So thank you so much for being on this live. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to share the live to anyone that would loves to trade. Because we have some setups here that are available here for you guys during New York session from 9:30 until more or less 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So New York session open. We do that every weekdays, more or less when we have when I'm available. Even next Monday, I'm not going to be here because I have a doctor appointment. But we'll be trading from all week this week, and then Monday I will be off next Monday, and then we'll go back from Tuesday until Friday before Christmas. Okay. So that being said, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. So have a great one. Peace.